Hi all, FARN again from Fire Andy Reid now, here with your Week 3 picks. Sorry I'm late today, I was at a show for Jim Carroll, the Psychic Madman. He actually predicted the Super Bowl and the World Series, with quite certainty as well. I haven't quite decided if I'm going to tell you and give you my little inside info. Maybe I'll let a cat out of the bag or two as we go on. Kind of a fun mystery. I will say this though, that both the World Series and the Super Bowl, those matchups already took place in the respective regular seasons. And now on to my picks. First of all, Eagles over Kansas City. This is their biggest game of the year, not because it's Kansas City, but because Kansas is it's hard to, but the big momentum game. You got Mike Vick coming back to the NFL. Expect him to see some action on the opening drive, definitely. Eagles, they want to get that positive momentum going early, and that's what this is. Heading into the bye week, Andy Reid not always great, but Kansas City isn't always great either. Actually, nowadays they're really great. So yeah, give me the Eagles over the Chiefs. And Vic to not really make an impact, but to a big impact as far as the game goes, but he'll he'll get some playing action. He'll do well, I think. Give me the Packers over the Rams, and the Rams have instantly become one of my picks to be one of the worst in the league this year. They're that bad, and Bengals, and they impressed the hell out of me against Green Bay. And Green Bay, it's not a bad team. Give me Minnesota over San Francisco. I think that this is going to be a good game, but the Vikings, I think, are more of a complete team, whereas the 49ers are more upstart. The Vikings have, in their own non-playoff winning ways, in terms of the regular season, they've been there and done that with this group of people, whereas the Niners can't say the same thing about that. The 0-2 Titans over the 2-0 New York Jets. Yeah, I'm going out on a limb on this one. But Titans, I don't think they've looked awful in their 2 games, and Mark Sanchez, he's still a rookie, he's got a lot to learn. Toughest defense he's probably faced thus far this year. Actually, definitely the toughest defense he's faced thus far this year. Although Houston might... what Houston did last week sort of detracts from their credibility, but whatever. Give me Matty Ice over Tom Brady and the Patriots. Yeah. Oh, and Brady, let's see, 120 minutes. He's been back playing in the regular season in the NFL. 3 minutes. He played good. And what a shame for Buffalo is the last 3 minutes of that game. No, this is the real upset of the week. Detroit over Washington. Bank on it. It's gonna happen. Lions win this week. Just watch. And speaking of streaks, the Cleveland Browns streak of not scoring a touchdown will continue. I mean, if Gus Johnson doesn't fall asleep this game, I'll be amazed. Give me the Chicago Bears over the Seattle Seahawks. Injuries. It's 08 all over again for Seattle. And that's about that. New Orleans over Buffalo. Holy cow, the Saints are good this year. Let me tell you what, at the beginning of the year, I knew the Saints would be good, but I didn't think Breeze would be off to a start like this. And I give Breeze his respect. I've given it before. He's good. I just didn't quite expect this. San Diego over Miami. Chargers will rebound from that game against Baltimore, where, from what I gathered, they played decently, but Norv Turner, the probably only coach one of the few coaches in the NFL that's worse than Andy Reid. He blew that game. No, it's amazing what happened when that team shifted from Marty Schottenheimer, 14-2, to Norv Turner, where it's thank goodness they're such a good team, otherwise they'd be really pathetic. Broncos over the Raiders. The Broncos are aided by the easy schedule in the beginning, but I can't wait to see some of those games at the end. Dallas, New York Giants, Philadelphia, New England. That'll be good stuff. Speaking of Pittsburgh, give me them over the Bungles. They played well last week, but the Steelers, they'll find a way to rebound. Big Ben, Mike Tomlin, that whole group, James Harrison, they'll find a way. That should be a really fun Sunday night game. Indianapolis Colts over the Arizona Cardinals. This could be high scoring. Big time, major high scoring. But in the end, it's Peyton Manning. It's prime time. That's something that you don't go against. I mean, you'd be crazy to not pick Peyton Manning. Cards will give him a run for their money, no doubt about that. But when it's all said and done, Colts will win, and the Dallas Cowboys over the Carolina Panthers. Jake Delhomme and the Panthers suck. The end. Oh my. I really need to stop watching Around the Horn. But my brother has it on. Yes, believe it or not. I do sometimes sit down and watch it with him when I'm home and he has it on. There's nothing else to do! What else is there to do at 5 p.m. when I'm home doing nothing? Oh, and I believe, if I remember correctly, that I read something that Tony Reale has now as a column in the Philadelphia Inquirer. Hey, vey. That's one column I will not read. Closing thoughts, I guess I should have started with this, but last week, only 9 wins. Only 9 correct. Not quite the 14 I had in week 1, but still beat my brother again, which is 2 times more than I did last year. Hey, I'm getting better at this. I'm really interested to see if the Psychic Madman Super Bowl and World Series predictions come true. In 2008, he got the Final Four dead on. Remember when it was all #1 seeds? That was the year, and he picked those 4 before the Final Four and before the whole tournament started during the season. So watch out for that. I don't know if I'm gonna tell you or not. What fun would it be for you? Actually, it might be fun to see if he's right. This guy's a freak. Good night, and no awkward cutoffs this time.